Mojo, and today he and I are going to be working on healing with doggy distractions, similar to what I just did with Layla. But we have some more room out here, and so hopefully there won't be as many dogs right up on him as like there was with Layla. However, he does have the added distraction of being able to see the big dogs on that side, including his sister, who is waiting for him to come back. So that will be a kind of distraction that we can work through as well. This is, like with Layla, kind of simulates if you're out on a walk and another owner, loses control of their dog and isn't able to keep them back if the dogs come up in his face. Or if you pass a yard that has a fence with dogs in it, that might start barking, anything like that. So just working on desensitizing him to those kinds of things, and also working through distractions, making sure that he's still really listening to me as his handler. So, Mojo, come here. Sit. Good boy. Good sit. Okay, so we're just going to start out regular pace first, and then later we'll switch it up to the different paces. So, Mojo, heel. Nope. Good heel, Mojo. Good boy. Good boy. Good job, Madison. Okay. So, that was pretty good. What I noticed with Mojo is he was getting a little bit more ahead of me than Layla was. Get back, Madison. I think Mojo's always kind of been a bit more of a puller. He kind of gets down low to the ground, gets a lot of leverage, and kind of goes forward. Also, if I remember correctly, I think Mojo's used to being on the outside, so especially with turns away and everything, he's probably used to having to move a little bit quicker to catch up. And he can get away with being a little bit more ahead of Layla if she's the one right next to you. So, with him, I'm going to be doing a lot of the left-hand turns like this into him to really make sure that he learns to stay back and to not get ahead of me at all. All right, Mojo, heel. Doing better already. Heel. Good boy. Good boy, good heel. Yep. Yep. No. Good boy, good heel, Mojo. Good boy. Okay, that was really good. Off, Madison. Now, he wasn't doing so much pulling in front of me, but he does kind of pull out to the side, and when you have some tension on the leash like this, Mojo does get really close to the ground, and so there's, kind of pulling the leash downward like that, which that's just him. Madison, you're not helping. And so that's the kind of thing that, we want to work on him, not pulling forward or out, but, when he gets excited, he gets really low to the ground, and that's just how he walks. Mojo, he's being very tolerant. Good boy. Now I'm going to try doing some different paces. We'll start out with slow first. Mojo, heel. Heel. Mojo, heel. Good heel, good boy. Good boy, good heel. Good heel, Mojo. Good job. Okay, he did really well there. He was really sticking with me at first. He started to slow down a bit, and it was mostly after he had kind of got distracted over there and sniffing. But, with something like that, normally you would just want to pat your leg, tell him to heel, maybe pick up the pace a little bit. So I'm going to try to do a slow heel again, and if he's lagging again, I will resume a more normal pace just to work with him on that. Mojo, heel. Good boy. He doesn't want to walk away from Layla. Hey, heel. Good boy, good heel. Good boy. Much better. Good heel. Good boy, Mojo. Good boy. Okay, that was really good. Just with that correction of picking up your pace just a little bit, giving him the encouragement and slap on the leg, really helped him kind of correct himself there. So that's good to see. Now we're going to try to do a fast pace and see how he does. I've seen Mojo charge on a leash, so I know I won't be going too fast for him. He'll be able to keep up. So I'll be able to call his bluff if he's telling me he can't keep up. All right, you ready, Mojo? Heel. Heel. Good boy. Come on. Heel. Heel. Okay, now here he's pulling out a lot, as you can see. He's right in line with me. Just out a bit. So I'm going to use this loop, tighten it up. Good boy. And there, he's walking better. Getting used to it. Come on, Mojo. Heel. 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 Good heel. Good boy, Mojo. Good boy. Good girl, Madison. Okay. So that was pretty good. He does lag a lot on the about turns around, but you know, that's not a huge deal considering how well he's doing on everything else. I'm not too concerned about that. I want to practice some more just at a normal pace with him and try to walk by some of the other dogs other than just Madison. While these dogs are barking, I'm going to take advantage of that distraction and heal him with that. Mojo, heel. Good boy. No. Good heel. Good boy, Mojo. Good boy. So what I like about him is even walking past the other dogs, he's really tolerant, isn't harder to handle around them, doesn't, you know, try to pull away to sniff them very much at all. He does really well with that. And when all of those dogs are barking over there, that's a lot like if you're walking and you go by a fenced yard that has some dogs in it. Of course, they're going to be protective of their turf. But he did a really good job of not letting it fluster him. So he's does really well with distractions. And I think with him, if he's lagging a little bit, I'll try to pull up on the leash, and he kind of fights against that resistance. So I think it's more important, what would be more effective with him is to really use the encouragement. So what I'm going to try to do with him for a little bit is do an exercise called drive. And you can use this to then go into healing, and I'll show you what it looks like here. So you're going to start out in front of him, and you're just going to be running backwards, getting him super excited, and then you're going to turn and get him on your side so you're going in a heel. So let me show you what that looks like. I have a treat here. Mojo, come. Come on. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Come on, Mojo. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good job. Good job. You can see it took him a little while to get into that. But he did pick up the pace, and And I was just able to turn like this to get him into that perfect healing position, and he was moving a lot more quickly. Of course, we didn't do it very much because we have all these other dogs around that are responding to my energy and the treat in my hand. But that's something you can definitely work on with Mojo to make it fun for him, but still practice those good healing habits. This was Rachel and Mojo, and we were working on healing with dog distractions.